the door with the rain behind your back, streetlights painting golden lines through the silence we both had. We didn't say much at all, just a look and then a pause, like we knew there was a moment, but we didn't know the cause. Your hand almost reached for mine, but it stopped somewhere between all the things we never said and everything we'd been. I could feel it in the air, something close but not quite there, like a word stuck in your throat, disappearing into nowhere. Maybe we were just a second from becoming something real, but the timing wasn't right, or we didn't trust the feel. And the rain kept falling softly like it wanted us to stay, but you turned and walked away, and I let you fade to gray. Now I see you in reflections in the glass and passing lights. Every time it starts to rain, you come back into my nights. Not a memory that hurts, not a story that went wrong, just a quiet kind of feeling that was never meant to last. Oh, maybe that's what makes it beautiful, maybe that's what makes it stay. Not everything is meant to be, some things just drift away. And the rain keeps falling gently like it did that night before. You were standing in the doorway, but you're not there anymore.
I can feel the silence shift, just a little, not too much, like the night is breathing softly, barely more than just a touch. I was drifting somewhere far, in a place I couldn't name, but I'm slowly coming back now, and it doesn't feel the same. There's a warmth I didn't notice as I opened up my eyes. Not a light that's shining brightly, just a softer kind of sky. The room is still around me, but it feels a little wide, like the space I'm in is holding every thought I let inside. I don't need to move just yet, I don't need to leave this place, just resting in the feeling of a slower kind of pace. There's no weight upon my chest, no urgency to be anywhere or anyone, just a quiet sense of me. I can hear the distant echoes of a world that's far away, but they don't pull me under, they just slowly fade to gray. Maybe this is what it means to finally let things go, not forgetting what has been, just not needing it to show. Every breath is steady now, every moment light, like I'm standing on the edge of sleep and waking life. There's a softness in returning that I didn't understand. How you can come back to yourself without needing a plan. I don't have to chase a feeling, I don't have to hold it tight. It's enough to feel it gently in the middle of the night. Just a memory, but it lingers in the air, in the way the silence settles, in the way I'm still aware. And I think I'll stay right here just a little longer now, in this quiet kind of moment I don't need to figure out. I can close my eyes again, or I can let them be. Either way, this stillness feels like home to me. There's no ending I'm expecting, no beginning I must find. Just a gentle kind of presence resting in my mind. Coffee's getting cold and now I forgot to take a sip. Watching raindrops on the glass with my fingers on my lips. There's a quiet in the air that I didn't plan to find, but it settled in so softly now it's easing up my mind. Nothing really calling me, nothing I have to do, just the sound of distant rain and a sky of silver blue. I don't need to go outside, I don't need to chase the day. There's a comfort in this moment I don't want to give away. Maybe it's okay to pause, maybe it's okay to stay. Let the hours drift like rain, slowly fading into gray. The clock is ticking somewhere, but it doesn't feel the same. Time is softer when you're not trying hard to win the game. Little things I never noticed start to come into view, like the way the light is dancing when the clouds are breaking through. I don't need to fix tomorrow, I don't need to understand how everything will turn out or exactly where I stand. Maybe it's enough right now just to breathe and let it be, in this quiet little moment that was waiting here for me. Coffee's getting colder now, but I think I'm finally warm, in a way I didn't notice in the middle of the storm. I remember how it sounded, rain against your window pane. You were talking about the future, I was trying to explain that I didn't have the answers, that I didn't have a plan. but you smiled like it didn't matter, like you'd understand.
We were sitting way too close, but not close enough to stay. There was something in the silence we were both too scared to say. And now the rain keeps falling just the way it did back then. But I'm here alone, remembering how it felt with you again. Do you ever think about it when the sky turns into gray? Does it take you back to moments that just slipped away? I still hear your quiet laughter in the spaces in my mind. Funny how the smallest things are the hardest left behind.
We were always almost something, never quite defined, like a line that keeps on fading every time I try. And now the rain keeps falling like it's calling out your name. Every drop another memory I can't wash away. Maybe we were never meant to be more than what we were, just a passing kind of story with a lingering blur. But there's a part of me that wonders if we tried a little more, would we still be sitting somewhere like we did before? Now the night is getting colder and the glass is filled with rain. I keep tracing old reflections just to feel it once again. And the rain keeps falling softly like it knows the truth somehow. We were something in that moment, even if not now. I walked outside without a plan, just let the rain decide. Streets were glowing quietly with nowhere left to hide. Every step felt unfamiliar, like I missed a sign. Or maybe I've been going in the wrong direction all this time. I hear my thoughts a little louder when the world is blurred. Every drop that hits the ground feels like an unspoken word. I don't know what I'm chasing, I don't know what I've lost, but standing in this moment doesn't feel like such a cost. The city breeze in silver lines, reflections on the street, and I'm somewhere in between the past and what I'll be. I try to run from quiet nights, fill the space with noise, but silence has a way of giving back a voice. Maybe I've been too afraid to slow it down and see that all this time the answers were just waiting here for me. I don't need a destination, I don't need a sign. Just walking through the rainfall feels enough tonight. Sky keeps falling gently, but I'm keeps falling steady, like it knows my name. And for the first time in a while, I don't feel the same. I've been walking through the same street, trying not to think too much. Every light feels like a question, every shadow out of touch. There's a rhythm in my footsteps, but it doesn't lead me home. Just another quiet circle I've been tracing on my own. I thought I needed something louder, something to break the air, but the noise just made it harder to feel what's really there. So I let the silence hit me like the rain against my skin. Every drop a kind of honesty I've been hiding from within. I don't need to fix the feeling, I don't need to understand why everything keeps shifting right outside my hands. Maybe it was never broken, maybe I just couldn't see. There's a space between the moments where I'm finally me. The city moves without me, but I'm not left behind, just standing in the middle of a different state of mind. And the rain keeps falling steady, like it's clearing out the noise. Every doubt I used to carry doesn't have the same voice. I don't need a final answer, I don't need a perfect line, just a second in the rainfall where I'm not running this time. It's almost 2 a.m. and the world feels far away. The kind of quiet silence that only comes this late. Street lights flicker softly through the water on the glass. Every drop is moving, but it never seems to last. I've been sitting here for hours, but I didn't notice time. Watching little rivers form in fragile silver lines. There's a weight I used to carry, but it's lighter now somehow. Like the rain is slowly teaching me to just be here right now. I don't need to solve tomorrow, I don't need to understand why everything I thought I wanted slips right through my hands. Maybe it was never meant to stay, maybe it was always meant to change. Like the patterns in the rainfall, never falling quite the same. I used to chase a feeling I could never really hold, trying to define a future before it could unfold. But tonight I'm letting go
exactly when to soften all the edges I've been holding in. And I don't feel broken, and I don't feel lost, just somewhere in between what I am and what I'm not. There's a kind of beauty in not having it all clear, and letting all the answers slowly disappear. I don't need a destination, I don't need a sign, just this moment in the rainfall feels enough tonight. And maybe when the morning comes, I'll go back to the noise, back to all the questions, back to all the choices. But right now in this silence, nothing's pulling me away. I can stay inside this feeling, I don't have to run today. It's almost 2 a.m. and the rain is still the same, but something in me shifted, even if I can't explain. And I think that's okay, I think I'll let it be, just a quiet kind of change that only I can see. The world can keep on turning, I don't need to chase. I found a little peace tonight in this slow and gentle space.
Stepped outside into the air, still holding on to rain. Every street is shining softly like it washed away the weight. There's a coolness on my skin that I didn't feel before, like the world is just beginning, even though it's been here all along. Puddles catching bits of sky as I walk along the street. Every step feels lighter now, there's a rhythm in my feet. I'm not rushing anywhere, but I'm moving just enough to feel the ground beneath me and the sky above. Maybe I was holding on to things I couldn't keep, trying to control the tide instead of letting it be. But something in the rain last night shifted how I see. Not everything that slips away is something I should need. The air is full of quiet sounds, cars and distant voices, but they don't overwhelm me now, they just feel like choices. I can take a different pace, I can take a different road, not because I have to, but because I chose. There's a softness in the sunlight breaking through the gray, not a sudden kind of brightness, just enough to guide the way. And I think I like it better when it doesn't try too hard, when light comes in gently instead of falling sharp. I don't need a grand direction, I don't need a perfect plan, just a but now every step feels real, like I finally understand how it's supposed to feel. Not a constant kind of happiness, not a never-ending high, just a steady kind of presence as the moments pass me by. The streets are slowly drying, but the shine is still around, like a quiet little memory rusting on the ground. And as I keep on walking with no place I have to be, I realize this kind of freedom was always here for me. Stepped outside into the air and something felt aligned, not because the world had changed, but because I changed my mind.
The afternoon is fading into something soft and slow. Light is stretching longer in a quiet golden glow. The streets are almost dry now, just a trace of what had been, like a memory still holding on to something in between. I walk without a reason, just to feel the air change. There's a shift I can't explain, but it doesn't feel strange. There's a feeling I remember, but I can't place the time, like a half-forgotten story lingering in my mind. Maybe it was something simple, maybe it was small, but it left a kind of echo that still lives in it all. Turning softer with a hint of something new. Colors blending slowly into deeper shades of blue. I see reflections in the glass, but they don't feel the same, like I'm not the one I was when I first learned my name. I used to chase these moments, try to hold them in my hands, they always slipped away, like I didn't understand. Now I let them pass me by, like the light across the street. Not something I can keep, but something I can meet. There's a calm inside the change that I didn't see before, like every ending carries what I didn't notice more. I hear a distant laughter echo through the air, and for a second I'm reminded of a time I can't repair. But it doesn't make me sad now, just a quiet kind of ache. Of who I was, I don't need to remake. The sky is getting deeper and the light is almost gone, but there's something kind of beautiful in the way it moves along. I don't need to go back, afternoon is leaving, but it's not really the end, just another kind of beginning, wrapped in something I can't pretend.
The city's quieter tonight, or maybe it's just me. All the noise I used to hear is fading differently. Raindrops tapping on the roof like a steady pulse, keeping time with something I don't try to rush. There's no one here to talk to, but I don't feel alone. Something in the silence feels like coming home. I used to fill the empty space with anything I could, but now I let it linger, and it feels kind of good. The lights are blurred in motion through the window frame. Every passing moment doesn't need a name. I'm not searching for a reason, I'm not asking why, just letting all the questions drift into the night. Maybe I've been running from this kind of peace, thinking if I stopped I'd completely lose my feet. But here I am still standing, nothing fell apart, just a quieter version of a louder heart. Rain keeps falling softly, like it understands every part of who I am. I never planned, and in this midnight stillness I finally see being on my own doesn't mean I'm empty. The night is calm and open wide, like it's waiting just for me. Every sound is softened now in this quiet clarity. The rain has left the air so clean, I can feel it when I breathe, like every little moment has something underneath. I wasn't thinking about you, at least not at the start. Just walking through the silence, trying to clear my heart, but something in the stillness pulled your memory through, in the way the light was fading, in the way the sky felt new. I remember how you laughed, soft and barely there, like you didn't wanna break the silence in the air. We never called it anything, we never gave it shape. Just a space between two people we didn't try to escape. And now it feels so distant, but it doesn't feel gone. Like a quiet kind of echo that somehow carries on. I don't need to hold it tightly, I don't need to make it stay. There's a beauty in remembering without needing yesterday. The night keeps moving slowly, like it understands. Not everything that matters needs to be held in our hands. I can walk beneath these streetlights with your shadow in my mind. Not a weight I have to carry, just a trace I left behind. Maybe we were never meant to be more than what we were, just a passing kind of moment with a lingering blur. But there's a warmth inside it that I wouldn't erase, like a quiet confirmation of a time and place. I don't feel regret tonight, I don't feel the need to change. Just letting all the memories rest where they remain. The sky is clear and endless, and I'm smaller than before. But somehow in that smallness, I'm understanding more. And if I see you somewhere in a life I haven't known, I think I'd just smile softly and let the moment go. The night is calm and open wide, and I'm standing in between what I felt and what I feel now, and everything I've seen.
The rain is gone this morning, just a shimmer on the street. Tiny drops on window glass catch the early light so sweet. I open up the curtains just a little, not too wide. Let the soft and quiet morning slowly drift inside. There's a calm I didn't notice in the way the day begins. Not a rush of expectations, just a gentle kind of spin. Coffee's warming up my hands as the steam begins to rise, like a quiet little signal that it's time to realize. I don't have to chase the hours, I don't have to race the day. I can take it slow this morning, let it unfold its way. The sky is soft and open, but it left a trace behind. In the way the air feels lighter, in the way I clear my mind. And as the day is starting, I don't feel the need to run. Just walking into something that has already begun.
The rain is slowing down a bit, or maybe I just changed. The sound that felt so heavy doesn't hit me the same. I've been here for hours now, watching every line of water trace a story I was trying to define. But somewhere in the silence, something turned around, like I stopped resisting every little sound. There's a softness in the distance, like the night is letting go, and I can feel a quiet shift I didn't used to know. I thought I had to figure out every step ahead, every little reason, every word unsaid. But sitting in this moment with nothing left to prove, feels like I finally found a different way to move. Maybe I don't need to rush, maybe I don't need to know where all of this is going, or how it's gonna go. There's a light behind the clouds, even if I can't see. And for the first time in a while, the thought is enough for me. The sky is still a shade of gray, but it doesn't feel so cold. There's a warmth inside my chest I didn't think I'd hold. Every drop that's falling now feels a little less like weight, and more like something gentle, telling me to wait. I don't need a perfect answer, I don't need a perfect line, just a quiet kind of feeling that I'm gonna be alright. The city's still asleep somehow, but I can feel it breathe, like everything around me isn't asking me to leave. I used to think that healing had to look a certain way, like a sudden kind of clarity that washes in one day. But maybe it's much smaller, maybe it's just this, a moment where the silence doesn't feel like something I'll miss. The rain is almost fading now, just a whisper on the glass, and I can see the faintest light reflecting through the past. Maybe when the morning comes I won't have it all together, but I think I'll carry something new through any kind of weather. I don't need to be someone else, I don't need to escape. I can sit inside this feeling and let it slowly take shape. The rain is slowing down again, and so am I, it seems. Not everything needs fixing, not everything needs dreams. Sometimes it's just breathing, sometimes it's just staying in a quiet kind of moment where nothing's overstaying. And maybe that's enough for now, maybe
maybe that's the start. Not a loud transformation, just a softer kind of heart.
The room is almost silent now, just a trace of what had been. Echoes of the falling rain still linger in between. The night is soft around me, like a gentle fading light. Nothing asking anything, nothing left to fight. But I hear my thoughts, but they don't feel too loud, like they've settled somewhere just beneath the clouds. Every breath is slower, every second wide, like I'm drifting somewhere I don't need to hide. There's a calm I can't explain, but I don't need to try. It's enough to feel it as the moments pass me by. The rain is gone completely, but I hear it in my mind, like a quiet kind of rhythm that I've left behind. It doesn't pull me under, it doesn't make me stay, just a soft and distant memory that slowly fades away. I don't need to hold on to it, I don't need to understand why the night feels different, or where I finally stand. There's a softness in the dark that feels like it's my own, like a place I can return to even when I'm alone. My eyes are getting heavier, but I'm not rushing sleep, just floating in the stillness, letting everything release. All the things I carry, all the thoughts I chase, losing their sharp edges in this quiet space. Maybe this is healing, maybe this is rest. Not a sudden answer, just a gentle kind of yes. The world is far away now, and I'm somewhere in between. Not awake, not dreaming, just inside a softer scene. There's no need for meaning, there's no need for sound, just the feeling of surrender as everything slows down. And as I start to drift away, I don't feel alone, like the silence holds me, like it's taking me home. The room is almost silent now, and I'm letting go into something weightless, into something slow. The sky has been crying all day, like it knows something I don't. Raindrops tracing quiet lines down the glass I lean against. There's a silence in this room, but it doesn't feel empty now. Every little sound is soft, like the world just settled down. I used to hate these kind of days when everything felt slow, but now I let the moment stay and let the feeling flow. Maybe I don't need to run, maybe I don't need to change. Just sit here with the rain, let it wash the noise away. Cars pass by like fading thoughts, blurred lights and silver streams. Time is moving somewhere else, but it's gentle here with me. There's a warmth inside my chest, even though the sky is gray. Funny how a quiet day can take the weight away. I used to chase the brighter skies, afraid of slowing down, but now I see it in your eyes. Peace can still be found. Maybe I don't need to run, maybe I don't need to change. Just sit here with the rain, let it wash the noise away. If I stay a little longer, maybe I'll understand. Not every storm is something I was meant to withstand. Some are just a melody, falling soft and slow, teaching me to breathe again, teaching me to let go. Maybe I don't need to run, maybe I don't need to change. Just sit here with the rain, let it wash the noise away. The sky is still crying softly, but I think I'm okay. I don't hate these rainy days, I think I'll let them stay. The sky is slowly dimming now, colors slipping into blue. There's a quiet kind of ending in the light I used to hold on to. I didn't notice when it changed, when the day began to fall, but I can feel it in my chest, something shifting through it all. There's a weight that's coming back, but it's not the same as before. It doesn't pull me under like it used to anymore. Maybe I've learned something in the hours that have passed, how to let a moment leave without trying to make it last. I watch the shadows growing, stretching out across the street. Every step of fading light feels incomplete but sweet. There's a memory in the color of the sky before it's gone, like a feeling I once had but couldn't hold on. I used to be afraid of this, the space between the days, and everything is quiet and the light just fades away. There's a softness in surrender I never understood, how letting go could feel this quietly good. Just a trace of fading gold, and I'm carrying the pieces of a day I didn't control. But I'm not empty-handed. There's something that remains, a quiet kind of clarity left behind by rain. The night is coming closer, and I'm ready now to see what it means to move forward without losing me. There's a little light today, dancing on the floor, through the window, soft and slow, like it's been here before. Tiny drops still on the leaves, sparkle when they move, like they're holding on to something I'm just starting to feel too. I didn't plan to notice all these simple things, but they found me anyway, in a quiet they bring. There's a warmth in every step as I walk around my room, like the air is full of something soft enough to bloom. I hum a little melody without even trying, just a random kind of feeling. I'm not questioning why. Maybe it's the morning, maybe it's the rain, maybe it's the way I'm seeing everything again. I don't need a reason, I don't need a sign, just these tiny little moments falling into line. The kettle starts to whisper as the water warms, and I'm standing in the kitchen feeling calm and warm. There's a comfort in the rhythm of these everyday things, like the quiet kind of magic that simplicity brings. I used to miss these details, looking far ahead, thinking all the meaning lives somewhere instead. But now it's in the small things, in the way I breathe, in the way the light is moving, in the way I'm free. I spin around for no reason, just to feel the space, and I laugh a little softly at my own slow pace. There's no one here to see me, no one here to judge, just me and all these moments that don't need too much. Maybe happiness is quieter than I thought before, not a loud, unshining moment, just a gently open door. And I think I'm because I held it tightly, but because I let it shine. There's a quiet in the air that wasn't there before, like the night is slowly opening a softer kind of door. The rain is almost faded, just a trace along the glass, little drops still holding on to something from the past. The sky is barely changing, just a hint of something new, a light, a shade of darkness, slowly breaking through. I didn't notice when it shifted, I didn't feel it start, but somewhere in the silence it softened up my heart. I've been sitting in this moment longer than I knew, watching all the heavy thoughts just pass me by like you. And I'm not holding on so tightly, I'm not trying to control every little piece of something I was never meant to hold. There's a stillness in the distance that feels safe and wide, like I don't have to hide anymore from what's inside. Maybe I can stay like this just a little while, where everything is quiet and nothing feels too wild. The sky is getting brighter, but it doesn't rush the change. It takes its time unfolding, nothing sudden, nothing strange. And maybe I can learn from that, maybe I can see not everything needs fixing to finally feel free. I used to chase the sunlight like it had to prove something, like every single morning had to mean everything. But now I see the beauty in the in-between, where the light is barely there, but it's already seen. I breathe a little deeper, I let the moment stay in. Every part of me feels a little less afraid. There's no big revelation, no sudden kind of peace, just a quiet understanding that the weight can slowly release the weight. The rain is gone completely now, just echoes in my mind, but something that it left behind feels gentle and defined. And as the sky keeps opening to a softer shade of blue, I realize I don't need to be anything but true. This moment doesn't ask me to become or to pretend, just to sit here in the silence and let the night descend into something light and into something new. Not a perfect kind of ending, just a different point of view. The sky is finally breathing quiet early morning where everything feels true. There's a rhythm in the rain tonight, soft enough to disappear, like a whisper through the glass only I can seem to hear. Lights are melting into lines, colors drifting out of place. Everything feels slower now, like time forgot its pace. I trace the drops with my eyes as they fall and fade away. Every little moment doesn't ask for me to stay, but I stay anyway, just to feel it through. This quiet kind of peace I never really knew. Maybe I was always moving just a little too fast, missing all the beauty that was never meant to last. Now the world is distant and I'm closer to myself. No need to be someone else. There's a softness in the air tonight, like the world is letting go. Even all the broken parts don't feel so heavy anymore. I don't need a reason, I don't need a sign, just watching